Domestic Vatos podcast again. Sitting here with my boy at Cured the Addict.
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right, so we're talking about this UFC 200.
Yeah, UFC 200 coming up, dude. Saturday, July 9th.
Yeah, I'll tell you that Diego Sanchez fight.
Cormier versus Jones. Diego Sanchez. Oh my God, that's on early. What's that? That fight pass?
That's a fight pass right there. The last
Diego
fight.
Sanchez versus Joe Lauzon.
Joe Lauzon had the record for the fastest knockout in UFC, right? I think he had it at 14 seconds. I think he was like the first one to have the fastest knockout record.
Something like that.
And then this dude, and he's a beast, dude. On top of like just that knockout record alone, like he's got knockouts, he's got subs. He's a fucking monster. And he's fighting Diego Sanchez, dude. This dude fucking, you said it yourself. He's incredible.
He's good. Diego Sanchez. Dude. I've never seen like any of his live fights, but I've seen a lot of the highlights.
Dude,
that he's in.
I saw him live. Me and Crystal went to Houston, and he fought. He was on the card, dude. Him and whoever the fuck he went against, man. They fucking went off, dude. They just started like the whole fight. They were unloading on each other, standing the whole time, trading. Right. And then towards the end of the fight, this motherfucker, Diego Sanchez, bloody as fuck, dude. Right, yeah. The other dude too. I think it had to be like Jeremy Stevens or somebody. I could be wrong, but dude, he throws it out there, dude.
He doesn't have any. Diego Sanchez, that is, doesn't have any, good takedown accuracy. Like he's got 23% accuracy. Yeah. And meanwhile, Joe Lauzon has almost 60% defense on takedown. So this fight's not going to go to the ground. It's not going to the ground. I mean, if it goes to the ground, it's because Joe Lauzon wants it on the ground. Yeah. But essentially, I feel like
I think it's going to be stand up the whole time, fucking in the face, get it, dude. It's going to be a badass fight. I'm thinking
this is pretty similar, so I don't see why not.
I think this fight is going to kick it off. Like from here up, it should be fucking
Is it the first fight? It's like the third fight, probably.
The third fight, yeah. Okay. It's gotta be like the one to fucking kick it off, dude. Like these other two, they're like warm ups.
It's gonna kick off the prelims.
And then
who are you looking at the prelims? Like Dillashaw or something like that? Hendricks?
Hendricks?
Which fight are you looking at?
I'm looking at all of them.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in the prelims, which fight are you most excited about?
I'm excited. Honestly, dude, I'm excited about all of them.
All right, the
Hendricks.
Insane.
Yeah, the whole card, dude. Hendricks versus who is he fighting? Fucking Gastelum. Yeah, dude. Hendricks versus Gastelum. Gastelum won the Ultimate Fighter. He took out Uriah Hall. Have you seen Uriah Hall fight?
Yes,
this motherfucker in the show, he fucking roundhouse kicked the dude and just ended his life. Just ended his life. And so he's got fucking. He's a badass dude. He took out Uriah Hall, who can do that kind of damage. He's a wrestler. And then you got Johnny Hendricks. Johnny Hendricks fought fucking Robbie Lawler for the title. Fought GSP for the title. GSP on a comeback.
Hendricks can box.
He's a wrestler too. So they're both of them on the ground. It could go either way. But standing, it's gonna be Hendricks, dude. He's the big rig. Come on.
I mean, they both got really high takedown accuracy and defense. Like they're both gonna do their best to not let each other get taken down and all that. Like they're gonna be really good and really vigilant on not being on the ground. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't think there's gonna be that many shoots. I want to guess that it's not gonna be that many shoots. But
I want to say there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of takedowns. Johnny Hendricks, like when he fought Robbie Lawler and fucking GSP. GSP takes you to the ground, so you had to defend. But he fought Lawler. He took him down, dude. Like a lot of the fight.
I don't know. Hendricks has a lot of standard games. His accuracy is pretty high.
Dude.
On his punches, he lands about 4 significant strikes a minute.
Dude, he does. He's bad.
And he's got a really strong defense on strikes too.
So I'm excited on that one, dude. Okay, and then before you get to that, you got to go through you got to see Dillashaw fight fucking.
Wait. Well, let's talk about Northcutt.
Northcutt.
He's from Dana White. Looking for a fight.
Looking for a fight. Yeah.
He's that kid. What is he like?
He's that kid, dude. He's like 19, 20. This dude's hanging with fucking. These fucking Spartan warriors,
He's fucking fighting grown ass men. Dude.
Grown ass men. That's true.
This guy's a kid, basically out of high school. Essentially, right? And he's boxing grown ass men in their late 20s, early 30s.
They already got damage on him. This dude's fucking young.
He doesn't even have his full strength yet.
You know.
He's still a young guy. He's hasn't developed his full strength yet.
What's his record? Like 7 wins.
His record is 7 wins, 1 loss. Or I think was it a loss or was it
a loss? I don't know. But he's fucking 7-1. Let's say it's 7-1, dude. He's fucking badass.
He's good since being picked up. when I first saw him, I was like, holy shit, this guy looks like he's just ready to fucking post for an ad or some bullshit.
Yeah, dude.
For like Abercrombie or something like that.
And then,
but man, he's like, he shows you like, oh yeah, and he gives you the fucking pose with,
right.
That's the last thing you see.
That's the last thing you see. And then, dude, I don't know who he's fighting.
He's fighting Enrique Marin.
I don't know who that is, but
I've
I'm
heard
pretty
about him, but I've never seen him fight. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I know for a fact, like Northcutt has like all these high stats, but that's because he doesn't have that many fights. But everything is pretty high.
Yeah,
like he's got 55+% everything. I believe accuracy, defense. Takedown accuracy.
He's supposed to be like a prodigy. I don't know.
I mean, we'll
but
hope.
Then,
I mean, let's hope he doesn't get knocked out too many times before he can get to that prodigy time, and then he ends up like fucking somebody who's got brain damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's gonna be in the prelims, so that's good.
The prelims, so those are two badass fights. Then you got Dillashaw
Dillashaw versus Rafael
Assunção, and then you have fucking Kat Zingano versus who is it? Juliana Pena, winner of the UFC, the Ultimate Fighter.
Yes.
Look, number 3 and number 5, right? Dude,
they're good.
They're gonna go out.
These ladies are freaking good. These ladies are right now. They're just at the start of their game. They're young. They're ready to fucking get it out there.
Dude,
I'm happy for them.
That's the prelims, dude. We haven't even got to the main.
Let's
kick off the main card. And who do you got? Cain Velasquez and Travis Brown. Dude.
I mean, I got that. I don't want to say Brown pride because Travis Brown that's his name. But I got that Cain Velasquez Brown pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, I gotta represent my boy all the way.
Yeah.
But I mean, Travis Brown
is a fucking monster.
He's a monster, dude. It's insane how
he can fucking take damage, dude. Like, he'll fucking be getting hit, legs wobbling, buckling, dude. He's still in that bitch. And then Velasquez, just a motherfucker, dude.
Velasquez, he's got it down.
I love Velasquez, dude, but I'm leaning towards Travis Brown on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, just because Cain's had like a lot of shit, dude. Like he's had like surgeries. He's like kind of always getting injured.
True.
And Brown, you don't really see that, but dude, they're fucking.
I mean, maybe he'll get injured this fight.
You never know.
Knock on wood. I don't want anybody's career to be over. Obviously, that's kind of fucked up to say, but I was just joking.
Dude, that's gonna be So that's kicking it off, man. Cain Velasquez, dude, he went fucking 3 fights with
the first fight?
Junior Dos Santos. Yeah.
I mean, the main card.
The main card, the first fight.
Okay, cool.
And then look, let's move on from there. Jose Aldo versus Frankie Edgar. Dude.
I mean, these motherfuckers are gonna whoop the shit out of each other because they both want a fucking chance to whoop Conor McGregor's ass. After the fucking king fell off his mountain, like they want to fucking continue to keep pushing him off that mountain. And each one of these guys is gonna want to tear each other's fucking faces apart because of that reason. They both have the fucking same end goal. They want to kick McGregor's ass.
Yeah. And
they don't give a fuck about each other. They're not friends. They're not there. They're both there to make a paycheck. But at the end of the day, I think in the back of my mind, that's in the back of their mind is that they want to fuck up McGregor the most. They each want to fucking have their chance again at him. They each want to fucking take him down.
This is an interesting one. I love this dude because like this fight, like I feel like all you had to say is Jose Aldo and Frankie Edgar because dude, they already fought once and that fight was.
They could have been the ending card.
They could have, but dude, it goes on, dude.
Yeah, there's so many great fighters,
dude. But like this fight right here, dude, I love it because Jose Aldo, the only fucking champion in that division for like 8 years.
Wasn't it 10? Okay, let's not over exaggerate the fact, but yeah.
So like he's a
lot of years.
For a lot of years, he's holding that bitch. Conor McGregor comes in, fucking talks some shit, gets himself up there. Dude, he delivers,
I mean, 25-2 is a good fucking record, dude.
And then he fucking knocks this dude out first fucking round. And then here you got Frankie Edgar, already fought him. It was supposed to be his time to fight him when McGregor came in.
True.
So he lost that, and then he lost that opportunity. So Conor takes it. So he feels like, dude, I want to beat this dude, get that belt that fucking Conor McGregor stole from me. That was his fight. He was supposed, dude. So that's why I'm fucking pumped about that fight, dude. And then, man, once you get into fucking Edgar, Aldo, the winner of that fight is gonna fight fucking Conor McGregor, dude. It's gonna be either Aldo and McGregor for the rematch, or fucking Frankie Edgar and
for the championship.
And McGregor for the championship, dude. I'm excited for that fucking fight, dude.
Yeah,
dude. That's the second fucking fight, man.
You think this is gonna be a ground game? I think Jose is gonna want to take us to the ground.
I think he'll probably like throw a lot of kicks, hold him towards the fence. But dude, he's fucking Jose Aldo's dead, man.
Yeah, he is.
Frankie Edgar too.
I hope we get to see him, go all out and not just get shit on like last time.
And then, dude, I'm excited, dude. That fucking fight, dude.
What about Tate? Misha Tate, you know, here she is, the champ. The
Dude,
champ's gonna fight Amanda Nunes, dude.
She's the champ, but like she kind of won that like last minute. I think so, dude. I mean,
it was luck.
Dude, the whole fight was like
it was a fluke.
It was like boring.
It was boring.
I mean, they did work, dude. But
I don't
like,
want to discredit these.
Yeah,
ladies'
like
work.
I don't want to
Obviously,
discredit
they work hard
them
every day. Obviously, they train very hard, and you know they put in the work to try to get champion. But I mean, yeah, I think you're right about the fight. It was a little bit bland. It was a little.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe you know they were just being careful, trying to strategize.
Yeah, that's the thing, because you got
size
Holly
each other up a little bit.
Dude, but she took the belt from fucking Holly Holm, who took it from Rousey. You know that story.
Yeah,
and then
obviously.
fucking the way she took it, I just feel like it wasn't like the way Rousey fucking kept that title moving. It wasn't
earned. It wasn't.
I feel like it wasn't earned like that, dude. Like, but
okay,
who knows?
If you try to describe it, so someone can like visually see it. Here's Ronda Rousey. She's pushing this boulder up a hill. Then like Holly Holmes gets it, and her hill's not that fucking steep. And then the moment Misha Tate takes it away, she's essentially like almost not fighting that much to put it up there.
Yeah, it's dude.
Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm saying like this fight, like it's kind of I don't know, man. I see it like, dude. Here's Ronda Rousey. She came in and they threw some girls at her, and this bitch is just like one at a time, boom, knocking them out. You know, submitting these hoes like real quick.
You can't win them all.
You can't win them all, but like this is how I see it. Like she's fucking knocking them all out, and fucking she's doing damage to these chicks, right? And then fucking Holly Holm comes in, and this chick Ronda Rousey at the top of her fucking shit. She's like, I'm gonna blow right past this bitch and then move on. You know, I'm gonna keep going. And then fucking Holly Holm comes in and like, bitch, you ain't gonna get me. Fucking dude, she destroyed her that fight. Did you see that one?
Yeah,
dude, oh my god. So she destroys the fuck out of her for 2 rounds, dude, and then she takes the belt. So you see what I'm talking about? There's all this fucking like boom, 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 like
all these factors.
Like, dude, Rousey just fucking real quick goes in there, fucking knocks him out, submit, fucking with the arm bars, and then dude, she
pretty much makes him look stupid.
Like, yeah, she makes him look stupid. Then fucking when she thinks she's fucking badass, and then here comes Holly Holm, I'm gonna blow past her. Nah, she makes her look stupid. And then
maybe that's what happens when you start being, cocky a little bit. Maybe
you know.
Never know.
Well, yeah, I mean, it goes Conor McGregor, all this shit, you know. But then you got Misha Tate comes in, and she's like, she's supposed to like do this fucking next level fucking damage, you know, Super Saiyan 3 level type damage on Holly Holm, and she fucking just like the whole time she's just pickling around, fucking like Piccolo. She's like fucking Krillin around the fucking. around something he fucking trains with, you know,
right.
And then finally, like, she gets in there, does a submission, and she gets the belt. But I'm good for her. But
it should be a good one.
I felt like it wasn't. I don't know. I felt like she. I don't know.
Hey, we're gonna see what she has. I mean,
against Amanda Nunes.
Honestly, I haven't seen Misha Tate's training. I don't know what she's been doing. Maybe her trainers were saying the same exact thing we're saying right now.
Exactly.
Like, hey, that last fight was kind of bullshit. You're lucky you fucking won it, Misha. But hey, this next one, this UFC 200, is serious. So let's get on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But enough about Misha Tate. Like, I want to get into, even though this is not the main event, I want to get into Brock Lesnar.
Brock
Lesnar, he's coming back. You know,
the big news, dude. Brock Lesnar, dude. This dude fucking. I love it because he fucking came in. Nobody thought he was gonna be a fucking. They thought they were just gonna go blow past him. You know, he's a wrestler. Comes from WWE. He fucking takes on Frank Mir.
Takes on the big boys.
Takes on the big boys, dude. He's a heavyweight, so he fucking takes on Frank Mir. He makes him tap, and then he comes back and fucking for 2 rounds, I think it is, just fucking destroys Frank Mir's face and wins that fucking belt. Right? I think he wins that belt there. And
was it? Did he?
Yeah. So, dude. So then he's going on. He's fighting Shane Carwin. He's fighting all these fucking names, dude. And then he gets fucking sick. He's out of fucking the WWE. He's out of fucking UFC for like a couple years.
Yeah.
And then he comes back. He's like, you know what? I want to fucking one last fight. And who's he gonna take on? Mark Hunt, dude.
Mark Hunt. Yeah,
but like, imagine this dude's story, man. And just think of like how much it took for like this to go down. And it was hidden, dude, up until that shit came up.
Think about Mark Hunt is like, he has a lot of time. He's had a lot of fights.
He does. He has.
But a lot of his fights haven't been, like.
No, dude. A lot of his fights they've been fucking up, dude. He broke Stephen Struve's fucking jaw, And then, dude, he's got fucking power. This dude,
the Super Samoan. That's why he's called the Super Samoan.
If you look up his
got that power.
Look up one of his YouTube videos, like a fucking what is it, highlight reel?
Right,
dude. And they're all fucking like first round, second round fights, man. This dude,
that fast, eh?
dude, yeah, dude, he's fucking. I can't wait for that, dude. So that's like the co-main event right there.
Okay. Brock was on ESPN earlier today, and he was. They asked him about how much money he's getting on the gate, and obviously nobody really talks numbers, but he kind of was ducking and dodging the question and was going off about there's a lot of zeros behind it. So my question to you, Augie, is what I mean, in your opinion, with Conor McGregor's last gate was like 8 million, and the one before that was like close to 10. Like, what do you think? What do you think Brock Lesnar's talking about when he says when he was being interviewed on ESPN? He was saying I'm getting, everyone's getting paid. This is, everyone's gonna get paid. So like, do you think he's making like Conor McGregor money or what?
I don't think he's making Conor McGregor money. I think he's making
1 million. You think he's making $1 million?
He's making $1 million probably.
But he's a WWE like superstar. Like he's known. He doesn't get no bullshit.
Yeah,
paychecks.
I mean, yeah, he's known, dude. Like I said,
Dana White's not gonna pull him from his WWE stardom with toys and all this and that, so he can. Brock Lesnar's not gonna pull away from a huge paycheck without getting seriously hurt to come and get seriously hurt for bullshit money. He's not making fucking a Diaz paycheck. He's not making $20,000, dude. You know what I mean? He's definitely got to be making some good money.
I want to say, I don't want to get into the millions, but I want to say he's making at least 100,000.
Really?
In the 100,000 range, yeah.
I don't know, man. I have to disagree with you there, but
I don't know.
All right. I mean, he's the big news. Like, to me, yeah, we got the card, like the main event, which is Cormier and fucking Jones, but I feel like he's the attention. Brock Lesnar's the attention, especially what happened to what happened at UFC. Like before we knew he was gonna be on the card,
Oh yeah, dude. Like this gate is gonna be fucking huge, man. Like what are they expecting? Like they're expecting a lot of money for this gate, dude. Dude, like all these fucking names, like you got Jose Aldo, Edgar, Velasquez, Brock Lesnar,
a lot of fucking ex-champs.
Nunez,
that's for sure.
Dude, a lot of ex-champs. That's
champs,
true.
You got ex-champs,
champs and former champs.
These are all high. These are all high-ranking people. These are all like the top 3-4 people in their weight class, in their division.
That's true.
All of these people are
they're all
top.
fucking the top 10, top 5.
Top 5. They're top 5. And if they're not tight, like back to Northcutt, they're gonna be top. They're working their way to
They're
be
working their way. That's true. You got Northcutt. They're new. You got fucking. Who do you have over here? Juliana Pena. Fucking Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes literally just came into the UFC not so long ago.
And she's already fighting a champ. Like
dude.
That goes to show you, like that 12-4 fucking ratio in that Brazilian fucking training. She's from Brazil.
Dude, these Brazilians fucking. That's all they do is fight, man.
Yeah, dude.
And then
they gotta survive. Have you not seen like the latest Vice talk about Brazil and how like it's so messed up? Because the Olympics are coming, by the way. I don't want to get sidetracked. We'll talk about that later, but yeah, like the Brazilians, they have a lot of heart. Like they have to survive out there. Like every day, like here you hear in the news, oh, so and so died this way. Every day, it's an everyday thing for these people. So they gotta survive out there and fight. Yeah. And to just to breathe. So I'm hoping to see her come out and show show support for her country by putting her heart into everything against the champ. I don't even have.
I think she is. I think she's gonna come up with a win.
You think?
I seriously believe she's got that heart.
She's got that I want to make it for my people type of thing.
Tate's got that shit. Like she wants the belt and she wants to hold on to it, dude. Like she's.
But you don't think she's that hungry?
I don't. Yeah, I feel it.
Like,
they're all just as hungry.
Amanda Nunes is so hungry. She would,
I feel like Amanda Nunes has that.
She has that extra oomph.
She has that extra oomph. Dude, that's gonna be.
I think I agree with you there, but I don't actually have. I'm not rooting for anybody here. I'm just like when I see the ladies division, I'm always just rooting for a good fight because it takes so much up for them to go out there and just like whoop each other's ass. Just like every single man does, and it's pretty good, like watching them and you see them at the end of the match and they're all fucked up, and I'm like, hell yeah, I love that about a woman that can just. There's nothing that I love more than a woman that can fight and defend herself and take care of herself. Like that's amazing. So I don't ever really have like a favorite I'm just like, I'm glad they're going out there and whooping some ass, because that's what women should do, is whoop that ass.
Hell yeah.
You know, when these women can go out there and they weigh about what you weigh, and you should fear that these women could fucking whoop your ass on the street.
Yeah,
Let's believe
that's
that.
true. That's true.
You know
Yeah, hell yeah.
I like that. I love that.
Yeah, that's all true, man. But I'm just saying, like, for this one, I'm just leaning towards Amanda
Nunes for the
like,
win.
they both got that hunger, but
The
she's just got
lioness.
that. Dude.
The lioness.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the lioness is
name-
gonna eat that cupcake, is what you're saying? Hey, no pun intended. I'm just saying. I mean, that's their nickname.
Yeah,
man.
hell yeah.
Okay.
That's just fucking funny, dude. I didn't even see that shit, dude.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
funny.
you don't know their nicknames, man. But yeah, dude, like, you know, that's what I like. One thing I like about nicknames that I always laugh about is like, how did they get it? You know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What's their story? What's their story? Obviously, you could probably Google that, and you know. But what's the true story? Only they know.
Right.
Know? Only they know the true story, because obviously you can over exaggerate your origins. You could be the person that even invents yours, but say, "Oh, this is what my friends called me all back in high school." But obviously, everyone's like looking around, like, "What? Really?
Right.
Did we? I don't remember calling her the lioness."
They used to call that dude some shit, right?
But okay, so the main event.
Oh
Okay.
man,
Two champs, two guys, Daniel Cormier.
Daniel Cormier, heavyweight champ, and then you have John Jones,
Jones.
who they took. I mean, he's not heavyweight. What is he, light heavyweight?
Is he light heavyweight? It's a light heavyweight fight. It's not a heavyweight fight.
No, it's not
Brock
heavyweight.
Lesnar's
It's like right under. But anyways, so he's got the belt. Jones lost it because of fucking all that shit that went down with him.
Oh, that fucking he was caught up in all that
Yeah.
cocaine and stuff like that, didn't he?
The coke, first the coke, and then
he like ran from a car.
he
This was
fucking
like
did a
year
hit and
ago,
run.
2 years ago,
Yeah,
something like
a
that,
year
right?
ago.
A year ago.
He did a hit and run.
He
all
did a
that.
hit and run.
So all that shit caught up. They're like, dude, we gotta take this belt away. You're not being a champ, you know. You're not sporting
You're
champ
not-
behavior.
Exactly. It's unsportsmanlike
Yeah.
conduct. Exactly what it
So
is.
they take the belt away. Daniel Cormier, who he just fucking beat. You know, it's like, you
That's
know what?
gotta
Fuck, I
hurt.
gotta get that belt. Yeah,
That's gotta hurt John Jones.
that's gotta. So and then he brought it upon himself. You
He
know,
brought it upon himself, and now he's here to try to fucking take it back.
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to prove to the people, like, hey, I am champion worthy, and you know, I did mess up in the past, but you know, just give me a chance here. Let's see what he's got. Obviously, you know, he has that 22-1 record, but you know, he's got all this pressure.
And most of those 22 are fucking names, dude. Shogun Rua, Rashad
good names,
Evans,
yeah.
Lyoto Machida, dude.
Champions.
Champs.
Other champions.
Dude. Former champs. God,
Former
this
champs.
fucking guy. And then, dude, he's fighting against Daniel Cormier, who he fucking took. They got that beef.
They both only had that one loss too, so
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are gonna get a number 2 on that loss, and who knows who it's gonna be. It could be
Dude,
one or the
who's
other.
going to
I
get
mean,
that number 2?
Who's having the bad day? You know, who's not focused? That's
Yeah.
the question.
And-
You know, John Jones, I feel like, is probably going to be the least focused one. I feel like after everything, like you said, that's happened, in the back of his mind, he has a lot of weight to carry. He's got to prove something to himself, his family, you know, the fans. I mean, if he even cares about any of that. But I'm assuming he does. I'm assuming he wants to get this belt. I'm assuming he wants to fucking make this paycheck for his family and can keep continuing to make those paychecks for himself, his family, and keep continuing to push the UFC name. I mean, he's sponsored by Reebok. So
I think they're all sponsored by Reebok now.
oh, they're all
yeah.
sponsored by
But
Reebok now?
before,
Oh, yeah, it's
before
an entry level type deal,
yeah,
right?
no,
Okay.
it's that's like the Nike for fucking football.
Reebok
You
sponsors UFC.
Yeah, they sponsor it.
So everybody gets default UFC stuff. I
yeah,
mean,
it
Reebok
default
stuff.
Reebok stuff.
Okay,
but like,
okay.
remember before they took the belt away, he had that Nike deal.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah,
He had
okay.
the Nike,
That's
they had the
right.
Burger
I got
King, you know?
confused. Yeah. That's right. And now they pulled those
They
deals
pull
because
all
of,
that shit.
I mean, his drug charges, all that. Like,
You
come
know,
on,
like he had his own shoe.
companies
Like,
don't want to be associated with somebody that kids are supposed to look up to, and they've caught these
Yeah.
cases for violence
Yeah.
or drugs.
yeah,
You know, I mean, no parent wants their kid, looking up to a drug user and a violent, you know, whatever they might be doing.
fuck yeah.
You know, like we gotta. I mean, believe it or not, you know, like people take these kids, like their kids, the way they used to take to like wrestling matches, and their kids look up to these people. They wanna strive to be great and be in
Yeah.
shape and be athletic, and you can't have somebody like John Jones with these, you know. I don't know if
And-
they're allegations or what.
Yeah.
Or if it's alleged, I'm not sure if it. I want to say alleged crimes because I'm not.
No, like
100%
they-
sure
like
on
he-
what they charge them with or whatnot. But
Yeah, I think he got charged for it all, man. Like, because
But
they had
still.
it had his vehicle, it had all his shit in there, dude. His name and
Right.
everything was
Okay.
licensed to him. And,
I mean,
So-
because of that, as soon as I heard about that, I didn't even care anymore about him. I was like, I stopped. Like, I said, you know what? Whatever. They're probably gonna kick him out of the UFC. Is what I thought. You know, and I was like, why even waste my time finding out more?
Yeah.
If I see him again, I see him again. And sure enough, here we have him. We have him at the main event. UFC
Dude,
200,
the main event at UFC 200.
He's got something to prove. I feel like, and hopefully, you know, he stays focused and proves what he needs to do. But Daniel Cormier, man, who was his last fight?
His last fight, fuck. I want to say it was Alexander Gustafsson, man.
I didn't see
I
that
want to
one.
say,
What UFC
dude.
was that?
Dude, it happened like maybe a couple months back. Maybe almost like a year. Dude, that fight was fucking badass too. Hey, and then the thing I love about Alexander Gustafsson, because I've always said, dude, before he fought Jones, was like, he's the guy that's going to be able to take out John Jones, man. And they fought that fight, and he fucking went those 5 rounds, dude, and it came close. And then he ends up, Daniel Cormier gets the belt. I think that's who he had to fight to get it, right? I can't remember, but he fought him, and that fight came so close, dude. So, and then, like, in interviews, you can look it up. They both say, like, John Jones said, like, one of my toughest fights was fucking Alexander Gustafsson. And DC even said it himself, like, one of my toughest challenges was Alexander Gustafsson.
Right.
And, dude, like, for former champ and the champ to say that shit about you, that's fucking bad.
That is pretty
But
bad.
then they both, even Alexander Gustafsson lost to fucking Anthony Rumble Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
And, dude, man, that was brutal. And then but DC took out Johnson, dude. And that's who Jones was supposed to lined up to fight next. Remember, he was supposed to fight.
That's right.
He was supposed to fight him. That's when they took the belt away, dude. And Rumble's around the corner, dude. I think he's fighting at like UFC 202 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the UFC. They're actually doing way better by setting up these cards and you know
promoting them like the way they are, dude.
Yeah, like there's a lot of hype behind it now, and I'm appreciating all the hype because. You know, I felt like, oh, you know, what's happening to the UFC here? You know, like they're not hyping them up as they used to. But now, like lately, the last like maybe 10 UFC pay-per-views that I've seen, they've been pretty hyped, and they have such good fighters, you know, up against each other, going for whatever they got to go for, whatever their division is, and they're over here trying to get these, you know, they're trying to get their name put out there and. I like that a lot. I'm excited for UFC 200 for sure. That's for sure.
I'm telling you, UFC 200, you got to put some fucking pennies aside, or do whatever. Take your kids fucking Tooth Fairy money because you put it there anyway. I know I did. Shit, dude. But damn,
Yeah,
UFC 200 is gonna be fucking badass
for sure. I can't wait for it. I hope John Jones comes out as bloody as he did when he fought Alexander Gustafsson.
Dude,
at UFC 165.
I think he even said that Gustafsson is the only guy that sent him to the hospital.
Fucked him
and
up.
yeah, and there's proof that because he was. They took a picture after the fight. Huh?
No, really?
Yeah, they took a picture right after the fight. Jones is on the stretcher, and Gustafsson is like up there, just like, yo, what's up, dude? This fucking fight is gonna.
I mean, I always like when they come out bloody because you know they fought their hardest. Like you know they did their best, and I mean, there's nothing more that there's two things I like. Obviously, is like a bloody fight, but I feel like when you make a grown ass man submit, there's nothing like making somebody, especially if they're not even bloody, they're not even bruised up. You know, they basically outpowered you. You know, their strength was way higher than yours, and they just made you fucking tap out like a bitch.
Yeah.
They just said, no, I can't take this. You know, basically he took your asshole, essentially. If he wanted to fuck you, you're gonna get fucked. Because you just tapped.
You tapped, yeah. You're gonna try fight.